All right, quick rundown of what are my favorite things from the Game Awards last night. Just kind of in a bit of an order where it's my favorites to, well, my least, like, not least favorites, but not really like my super anticipated stuff to my very much anticipated stuff. So starting off, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty looks good. Is it going to be long enough for an expansion? I don't know, but we'll wait and see. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores looks interesting. It's more Horizon. I haven't played the second one. I really should. Kind of waiting to see if it comes to PC soon. Then we have Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. Looks interesting. I like the little bit of gameplay that they showed, and I like the kind of concept of it from that trailer. Then we have Crime Boss. It looks funny. It looks like maybe a better Saints Row with some really dumb looking dumb characters, but it looks like it has a lot of character and a lot of feeling, and it looks interesting. Then there's the Lords of the Fallen, which is like, it's a reboot of Lords of the Fallen, which I kind of liked Lords of the Fallen. I didn't play a crap ton of it, but I thought it was all right. Not great, but not bad. Then there's Diablo 4. It's Diablo, it's Blizzard, it's Blizzard cinematic trailers. Enough said right there. Then we have Wayfinder, which I like the art style. I don't think there's enough information on it for me to like make a decision on it if I want to get it. But it is free to play starting next week, with being made by Airship Syndicate and Digital Extreme, so that should be interesting. Then there was the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, the Kevin Conroy trailer. Basically kind of a tribute to him, along with, hey, we have him in our game as Batman for the final time. Now we'll get into the stuff that I actually like. I'm looking forward to, but I'm not like hotly anticipating. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. I think Space Marine was good. I don't think orcs were maybe like the right enemy to choose for the first game, but since they're going with Tyranids now, ooh, it's gonna be a fucking slaughter, man. Just slaughtering through enemies, kind of like Darktide, except these are Xenos. And then after that, I've got Nightingale, because I liked Nightingale when I saw it before. I think all the Eldritch Horror stuff and the different portals and different realms will be interesting, and like the base building looks good, and I like the theme. Then we have Viewfinder. It looks like The Witness combined with like Talos Principle or Snapshot. Making platforms out of your pictures looks like an interesting mechanic, an interesting set of mechanics. I'm curious where they're gonna go with it, even more so than what they showed. But yeah, it just feels like The Witness. I love The Witness. Then we have Judas, which is by Ken Levine and Ghost Story Studios, which that'll be interesting because it feels like a BioShock. Looking at it, it feels like BioShock because Ken Levine headed BioShock, all three of the BioShocks. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. Then we have Returnal coming to PC. Looking forward to that because I don't have a PS5 and I want to play Returnal because it looks super good. Now we have my hotly anticipated game. You know what they are. Hades 2, because it's more Hades. Hades is super fun. I never made a video on it. I probably should have, but yeah, I think Hades is a fantastic game, and Hades 2 looks to be just as fantastic. Supergiant, I don't think has had a miss. I think Supergiant has just done super well with their games. Pun. Then yeah. You know what it is, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I haven't beaten Jedi Fallen Order. I still need to go do that. I probably should do that. I will do that after I finish up God of War, which I still need to do, or God of War Ragnarok, which I still need to do. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good storytelling, really good mechanics for a Jedi game. I'm curious what the story is going to be though. Then we have the game that I'm most anticipated for, because I've actually played this game when it was in early development, because I did work at Gunfire for a little bit, and that's Remnant 2. I loved Remnant from the Ashes. I don't know how many hours we put into it, like probably 80 to 100 or so. I think, or maybe that might be a little too much. It might have been 50 to 100, something like that. I'll have to look and see, but I really liked Remnant from the Ashes. I really liked what I played of Remnant 2. Basically, the two bosses I'm going to show you on screen, I beat during the game testing because they were just finishing up the big like heart looking thing area when I started. And they were doing play testing and bug fixing on the Ravager 2.0 fight, you know, the big wolf. So yeah. That was an interesting experience where I fucked up shit. But yeah, so those are my most anticipated stuff for basically the upcoming year. There are like other games that looked interesting, but they weren't it wasn't like super interesting to me. Like Final Fantasy 16, I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy. I've never really been a Final Fantasy fan. And like there were other smaller games that I just didn't include because they didn't grab me like all of these did. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I kind of tried to go through it fast. I will talk to you guys next week when I put out my Salah stuff, basically 40-hour impressions. We might be up to 50 by the end of the weekend. I don't know. As usual, here's a playlist for my 10-hour impressions, one for my latest Darktide video. And if you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe, and have a royal day.